What's going on, Meta fam? Got an update for you here in today's video, but before we get to that video, got to give two quick shout outs. First one here is going to be my buddy Craig Dubs on Twitter at ThisDubsForYou, and this all started here with MMTLP rocking Don's Corner on the afternoon drive. Craig is driving here and listening to the Twitter space, so Craig will get me some clips at times while he's on Twitter space, and this came from Don Fizz's Twitter space. And we're going to highlight a clip here in that. Go follow Mr. Don Fizz on Twitter at Rich70891915. So go follow him. He's 746 followers. Let's get him over 1,000 followers. He hosts Twitter Space, does great stuff on there. So let's get him over 1,000 followers. And go follow Craig Dubs as well. Come on, guys. Let's get him up there. My buddy Craig, we need to get him to 1,000 as well. So go make sure you follow these two individuals. Great people in the community, and just wanted to get them out there. They need to be known. All right, so this here is on Craig Dub's YouTube channel, and he gave me permission to share this with the community here on my platform. And this is Mr. Don Fizz recorded during that Twitter space call, his chat that he had with Mr. Pete Sessions. So let's listen to this call.
I started my day off by calling my congressman's office. I spoke to the legislative director. Went over a lot of different things. He got all my information. He got the veterans letters, and he's going to distribute them, and all good stuff. And on a whim, I picked up the phone and I called Pete Sessions' office. And I got a young lady on the phone, very, very nice, polite, and so was I. And, I asked her about, did you hear about MMTLP? And of course, she had a little chuckle. I said, I'm sure you have. And I was very nice. And I had questioned her about the meeting supposedly taking place tomorrow. And, I don't need it necessarily time. It's not like I'm going to be there, but is it in the morning, in the afternoon? Is there any way you could give me any direction? And abruptly, Congressman Sessions picked up the phone and spoke to me. And I spoke to him for about, I would say, 15 to 20 minutes. I wasn't expecting it. So, of course, I wasn't prepared. So I was more like, stumbling idiot. But I did ask him a few very important questions. I got what we're looking for across. And he had stated to me that he's been working on this, that a dear friend of his is involved. I wasn't questioning anything he was saying. I just let him speak. And he said that there are things that have come up. We spoke about FTX, SVB, the debt. And, I said, yeah, well, those things seem to be a little bit more important. He says, I wouldn't use the word employment, but we had to take care of business. And he said that the progress that he's having is that, unfortunately, he has to sidestep grenades. And I knew exactly what he meant by that. The bashing, the videos, the stuff that we put out there, who you're taking money, this, that, and I understood exactly. And, he did mention, he brought up the Wall Street Journal, and that wasn't a good look for us. And I understood that. And I said that I was the last quote in it. He says, oh, that was you? I said, yeah. And he said that, you have to, he said to me, quote unquote, how many more months do you guys want this to go on? I said, I don't. I want it done tomorrow. He says, okay, well, you know what to do. I also told him I'm doing a space call at 2:00. He said, good, this is a perfect liaison then. I said, if you don't have a problem, he said, no. He did take my name. He took my phone number. He said that they will update me and give me information. But one of the most important things that I took out of it is that the young lady that answered the phone asked me if I was a constituent. And I said, no. I did mention who I am a constituent of and that I have spoken to the legislative director. So they kind of knew I wasn't an idiot. But because I was very polite, he picked up the phone and he said, I picked up the phone because you were very genuine, and I could tell by hearing you. So that's why he said he picked up the phone and he's willing to talk to me. So
before we go any farther, I just want to stop there. And that is the message I want to get out in this video. That's the point of this whole video, is that message right there. When you're calling up your congressman, you're calling up, people in your area, you're representing yourself and the community. And the way you present yourself can go a long way. Are you going to be out there screaming, hollering, and making a bad scene out there? No one's going to want to listen to you. No one's going to want to take you serious. No one wants to deal with that. You're calm, you're courteous, you're polite, and you talk to them like you would like to be talked to, like the way you would talk to your family. Nice, polite, and they'll hear you out and they'll take you more serious, you know? So that's the message we want to drive out. Be nice, be courteous, be polite. Listen to when they talk. Don't cut them off. Listen to them. Let them talk. And when they stop, then you pitch in. Let them talk as much as they need to talk, and then you get in what you need to get in.
It's very important that we do this in a very, very diplomatic way, so to speak, I guess, that we don't attack these people. We do ultimately need their help. Let's face it.
Yes.
I mean, even John Berta came on his space call and said, Congress is the only people that can act on our behalf. They will understand, and so on and so forth. So, you know, to attack them is stupid. To make threats, he did mention the word threats, that there have been threats that have been made. That's stupid. And I did apologize. I guess I don't know. I'm not the speaker of this community, but I apologized on behalf of the community. I said, listen, you know, we're a group of 6,000 strong, maybe. I said, I can't answer for everybody, but I said the majority of this community does not believe in that. And he goes, no, I understand. He says, but those are the grenades that we have to sidestep, and it slows the process. So from what I took out of that conversation is very simple. We just put our head down. Let's get to the end zone. Let's do what we got to do. They're willing to help. I mean, and then Jen just came up with Donald's, you know, they understand. They're willing to fight for us. You know, he did also mention that this has been going on for a while and they've been doing a lot of investigating and they got a lot of information. And it's a very, very, very interesting situation. And he's looking to get to the bottom of it. So that's it. You know, I'm nobody special. I'm just a shareholder like you. I just happened to get through to him, I guess, because I was nice, you know, and that's really the bottom line is we got to, excuse me. You're not going to get anywhere kicking, screaming, hollering, spitting, cursing, and fighting with people. You know, you're not going to get anywhere. You know, sometimes you have to just sit down and work it out, you know, and have a great conversation. I think that's the most important thing I got out of it is to just, you know, level-headed. I don't know. That's it.
That's awesome, Richie. That is awesome. I'm past impressed. That's really good.
Yeah,
Good, yeah.
Believe me, I was shocked. And you know, I usually record all my phone calls, and this was the one time I didn't, you know, but probably I couldn't anyway. But, you know, I wasn't prepared. I was in awe. I couldn't believe it. I said, this is an honor talking to you. I mean, I was like in total shock about it, you know, so anyway, but I did the best I could, and I think I did well enough, but, you know, I more listened than talked. Let's put it that way.
So there it is. So like I said, huge shout out to Mr. Don Fizz for hosting those Twitter spaces and sharing that story that he had. And huge shout out to my buddy Craig Dubs for getting that clip and being able to send it to me. So if any of you are on Twitter spaces and you find anything that you think should be shared, please send it to me. You can share it to me on my Twitter account at TerryZ247. Guys, make sure it is this account here. I have 6,669 followers. May get some more in between then. But make sure there's some fake accounts out there. And I don't know if Twitter is going to remove them or what they're doing. So please, please be careful that you're only seeing this. There's people out there throwing an I in there. There's people doing 2 Z's or 3 R's or 2 2's. Make sure it matches this if you are direct messaging me. So if you're DMing me, make sure it's this account here, guys. Make sure it is the one that has over 6,660 followers. Make sure it's that account. If it's less than that, it's not me. So please make sure you are following that account. They'll actually have this. Here's their pinned tweet. They'll just copy and paste this on here, and they actually just retweet everything I do. So be very careful out there. Like I said, make sure you are following this account. And if you're messaging, please follow this account. So love and appreciate every single one of you. Hopefully we get great news on FINRA today. What's going on with the meeting. Hope to bring you an update later on in the day. Love and appreciate y'all. Peace.